Welcome to Woodshire. What can I say? I've been fighting with open broadcast software, Windows 7, Windows 10, AMD, and a couple other components for about a week. Woodshire came out one day morning, and I've been trying to get recordings done on it that were worthwhile. And I thought I had some worthwhile, but they weren't worthwhile, so I've managed to finagle a bunch of stuff around and retune it all so that I can play Happy Game. Woodshire, I would say, is a 3 to 5 multiplayer map. There's quite a few places in it where the helpers and even the course play helpers are not really a reliable option. It is carefully made. The fields are absolutely smooth. I haven't found any real binding points, but it is also not a good one for large equipment. It's got some fairly tight places. This is the Mega 208. Yeah, 208. Came out about 2 weeks ago with the C600. Not the 660, but just the 600 cutter. The 660 doesn't actually fit through the gate from the sales here. Now, I'm planning on seeing if he does another update to this. There's not been an update yet. I don't really think it needs an update. I'm not completely sanguine with the tech granary thing on the farm, but it's all been laid out really well. It has sort of the detail, density, and appearance that you kind of expect from Rattlesnake without being sprawlingly huge to do it, or shoving piles of useless detail up the back end of your flatbed when you're trying to sell bales. So I can't really endorse Rattlesnake. It's gorgeous and huge where it doesn't need to be, and tight where it can't be. This map, on the other hand, is, I wouldn't say absolutely awesome. It is great. So, I'm running at 2560 with no shadows. The detail about standard. Ground texture detail about standard. You can see it's spreading into that field now. You know, the detail range and all. And that's because the OBS software and my 295X2 are becoming aged. And no longer really work well together. I can normally play this at 4K in this map, with the level of detail, distance, and densities all turned up. But then I can't actually record it even literally in lossless frame grab mode. Such is life. This is field 5. It's one of only a couple oddly shaped fields. It's one of the 4 fields you get when you start playing. The others are field 2, field 12, and field 6. Field 2 you can see there by the sheep head in the little mini-map. Field 12's down by the sell-by point for cattle. Field 6 is out there north of field 1. See it on the top left there. It should have wheat in it right now. So field 5 starts with soy. Field 2 starts with barley. Field 6 starts with wheat. And over there, right beside the sheep head, there's a couple little green bits on the mini-map. There are a few little garden areas that are planted with beets and potatoes. More than enough grass for sheep. And the game actually starts. The map actually starts with 10 sheep and full feeding trough and full water. It starts with the 8340 and the 1455, 1650, and the 1030. And the Joskin water wagon, the Euroboss self-loading wagon, the DB8 trailer wagon. I guess the Joskin trailer. But it starts with a fair selection of the standard stuff, and most of the equipment has a large number of hours on it. The Combine has 78 hours on it at start. And if you spread that over 8-hour shifts, 9 days a year, that's 27 years of use. Since it's a 1989 Combine, it kind of makes sense. I'm very happy with the Mega. It handles well, it wobbles nice. Somebody upgraded the mirrors. You can get it for just a little bit more than the 1660 cutters for it, or 35,000 each. But hey, they didn't move it out, so it's a good deal, isn't it? Alright, well, I'm gonna finish this cut. Go grab the tractor and the trailer. Pick up some grain. Show you around the farm-ette, yard-ette. There is a working train. We'll look at that in a minute. Now this is a dude's far. It's a special one. It's got a fairly good front visibility. It's nice. It's actually effective. You can see forward with it. Now on it I have a lizard counterweight. Seems to be a graphical glitch today. And a counterweight is adjustable. And invisible to the stall, which is kind of handy. The other thing I got is this Farm Tech, what was it, TDK? Something or other. It's kind of important. Yep, TDK 900. It's a 7500 and 1500 trailer, but it also can carry pallets. You can lower the sides down and load them in, or just handle it normally. There we go. Apparently the unload point for the Mega is out over at a 90-degree angle from its actual spout. Something to remember. So up here's the farmyard. That first right entrance goes in. Second right entrance is actually the turn in. And it's a pretty simple, lightweight farmyard. Water trough, food trough for the sheep. There's dirt trails that lead here and there and there and here. This is the thing I'm not completely sanguine about. You click the right-hand mouse button to open it up. I know these were kind of popular in, I think, 2013 on some maps, but now the TDK tip left, right, and back. It does not have activation on the grain chute. And the display does actually display the grain, if you can see that. It's got a number down there at the soybeans. So what I'm saying about tight is it's doably tight. Over here, I've got crop destruction on. There's enough gap here that you're not going to ram things with your harvester's header. But there's not so much gap that you can tell an AI to help you out and make turnarounds, because it'll stomp all over the grain. Let's turn this off and we'll go to that train. Now there's one important thing I need to point out about this map that you don't want to learn yourself. That roundabout there, that circle, do not cut across the inside curb. I had to back up going around in a circle with the trailer off to get the tractor out. And it only worked once, and another time that I got stuck in there just to see if I could do it more than once. I had to dump grain on the ground to make a ramp. Alright, so this is train shipping and receiving. And it is not actually the sell point. But this map is fairly large. That's Goldcrest Pacific Grain over there. And Mary's Farm, even though you're labeled Mary's Farm too. Fairly good amount of grass. Nice fields, good amount of trees. He's actually using real trees for the perimeter to the play area. But it's a larger map than just the play area he's laid out. Another one of those death roundabouts. mission icons for handling other people's fields work almost all the time. I'm still getting that occasional red 00, and that has to do with it allowing the use of mods. Which, if Terrence is listening, it would be an awesome idea if we could select to turn off the use of mod vehicles and equipment for missions. This is another sell and load onto the grain and unload from the grain point. Well, I guess not sell, but a dump point. Whole lot of territory over there. One of the bigger fields. Biogas plant. There's room for putting in some things if you want to add things to the map and use it in private play or on your own server. I don't remember any commentary about being allowed to upload modifieds, but wood loading, I would assume that it's plausible if you come up with a good idea that you could send it to him and he could include it in the next version. That's just another farm location, but the bunkers work. This trip around doesn't really do it justice. That's why I fought with my graphics card all week. Now this is your grain sell point. That's the mill. You cannot take grain directly to it. Here we are, back around down on the map. So it's fair size. Physically, I'd say a little bit bigger than Hagenstad. About Bjornholm sized. And much of it is really nicely made. Alright. Gonna go load up the grain wagon. Now to load using this thing's interface, you can't simply drive underneath it, hit R. You have to get out and go over. You stand right here and hit R. And then it'll fill. So let's see where we're taking the soybeans to sell them. Let's go ahead and take them to the bakery, which is going to be back out to the road, south and then east. You'll be doing a lot of turning around, or you could just drive through this field. There's a lot of detail. I still get stutters. Even when I'm playing on my own, I get some stutters. The roads are nice. The edges are all pretty well smoothed. Not a lot to worry about on them. Placement of the strip mall components is nice. The spinnery is right there. You just drive in behind it, drop off. The traffic is aware of you, but doesn't really care. And it's all got a beautiful feel to it, and it's all got large areas, so if you're tired and you're playing and you screw up, it's not going to bite you. No idea what that is. So overall, I can say put this map on your drive, play with it with friends. It is quite above average.